ဟုတ်ကဲ့စစ်ခုတ်သမား
ဟုတ်ကဲ့ဟေးဟုတ်ကဲ့ကျွန်တော်လုံးလိုက်ပါစောင်းလို့ရည်သမားဟုတ်ကဲ့နားလည်ပါတယ်လက်နဲ့ယူကြမိတ်ကျွန်တော်သွားနေပါတစ်ခုတ်သမားစောင်းလို့ရည်သမား
ဟေးစောက်လို့ရည်သမား
Do I force this up? I feel like I do, right? Because I need wood.
အမိတ်တော်တိုင်းကျွန်တော်သွားနေပါပြီ
ဟုတ်ကဲ့စောက်လို့ရည်သမား
စောင်းလို့ရည်သမားစောင်းလို့ရည်သမားစောင်းလို့ရည်သမား
And then I click off.
စောက်လို့ရည်သမားစောက်လို့ရည်သမားစောက်လို့ရည်သမားစောက်လို့ရည်သမားစောက်လို့ရည်သမား
Alright.
ခုတ်သမားတစ်ခုတ်သမား
That gives me safe wood. And that allows me to click up.
စောင်းလို့ရည်သမားအမိတ်ပေးပါဟုတ်ကဲ့အမိတ်တော်
Okay. Not too bad.
အသက်တစ်ခုတ်သမား
ဟုတ်ကဲ့
Alright.
တစ်ခုတ်သမား
Now,
တစ်ခုတ်သမား
he's invested a lot into feudal that we can see.
ဟုတ်ကဲ့နားလည်ပါ
What do I do?
ဟုတ်ကဲ့
အမိတ်ပေးပါ
အမိတ်တော်တိုင်းပါဟုတ်ကဲ့စောင်းလို့ရည်
I think I need to drop TCs at some point.
ဟေးတစ်ခုတ်သမား
ဟေး
ဟုတ်ကဲ့အသစ်မဲ့တစ်ခုတ်သမားစောင်းလို့ရည်သမားအမိတ်ပေးပါသမား
Because
စောင်းလို့ရည်သမားစောင်းလို့ရည်သမား
otherwise I'm not going to have a safe gold and stuff, right?
နားလည်ပါဟုတ်ကဲ့ကျွန်တော်သွားနေပါပြီအမိတ်တော်တိုင်းအားလုံးတိုင်းသွားနေပါဟုတ်ကဲ့လက်နဲ့ယူကြ
Kill him till he's dead. Well,
ဟုတ်ကဲ့
ideally.
စောက်လို့ရည်သမားစောက်လို့ရည်သမား
ဟုတ်ကဲ့အမိတ်ပေးပါအားလုံးတိုင်းမယ်အမိတ်တော်တိုင်း
He's got a lot of archers. Holy.
ကျွန်တော်သွားနေပါပြီအမိတ်တော်တိုင်းလဲပါတယ်ဟုတ်ကဲ့ကျွန်တော်သွားနေပါပြီဟုတ်ကဲ့ကျွန်တော်သွား
Like a lot.
ဟုတ်ကဲ့နားလဲပါကြမိတ်ပေးပါကျွန်တော်သွားနေပါပြီ
I really need 4 gold.
အသက်မိုင်းတူသမား
ဟုတ်ကဲ့ကျွန်တော်သွားနေပါပြီ
အမိတ်တစ်ခုတ်သမားစောက်လို့ရည်သမား
အမိတ်ပေးပါဟုတ်ကဲ့
ဟေးမိုင်းတူသမား
ဟုတ်ကဲ့နားလဲပါနားလဲပါကျွန်တော်သွားနေပါပြီဟုတ်ကဲ့အမိတ်တော်နားတော့တိုင်းနေပါပြီ
အမိတ်မိုင်းတူသမား
အမိတ်ပေးပါ
ဟုတ်ကဲ့ပါစောက်လို့ရည်သမား
အမိတ်တော်တိုင်းပါဟုတ်ကဲ့အမိတ်ပေးပါဟုတ်ကဲ့နားလဲပါတယ်တက်ကြကျွန်တော်သွားလဲပါတယ်
Oh,
နားလဲပါတယ်ကျွန်တော်သွားနေပါပြီလက်နဲ့ယူကြနားလဲပါတယ်
အသက်ပဲစောက်လို့
မိ
ရည်
တ်
သ
ပေး
မား
ပါကျွန်တော်သွားနေပါနားလဲပါကျွန်တော်သွားနေဟုတ်ကဲ့တက်ကြ
ဟုတ်ကဲ့မိုင်းတူသ
အ
မား
မိတ်တော်တိုင်းပါနားလဲပါတယ်
yeah. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
အမိတ်ပေးပါအားလုံးတိုင်းမယ်
Right.
အမိတ်တော်နားလဲပါတယ်ငါတို့တိုင်းမယ်ကျွန်တော်သွားနေ
So the question is though what I actually do as Burmese.
ကျွန်တော်သွားနေပါပြီဟုတ်ကဲ့ကျွန်တော်သွားနေပါပြီနားလဲပါတယ်ဟေးမှန်ပါကျွန်တော်လှုပ်လိုက်မယ်ဟုတ်ကဲ့ရိတ်သိမ်းသမားကျွန်တော်သွားနေပါပြီမိတ်ပေးပါသမား
ဟေးရိတ်သိမ်သမား
ဟေးအသင့်မယ်စောင်းလို့ဟုတ်ကဲ့နားလဲ
Oh, don't just walk into them, you fucking idiot.
အမိတ်ပေးပါကျွန်တော်သွားနေပါပြီအမိတ်တော်တိုင်းငါတို့တိုင်းမယ်ဟုတ်ကဲ့ကျွန်တော်သွားနေပါပြီနားလဲပါကျွန်တော်သွားနေပါပြီတက်ကြနားလဲဟုတ်ကဲ့နားလဲပါတယ်မိတ်ပေးပါစောင်းလို့ရေးသမားဟုတ်ကဲ့စောင်းလို့ရေးသမားဟေးမိုင်းတူအသင့်ပဲစောင်းလို့
အ
ရေး
သ
သ
က်
မား
ပဲဟုတ်သမား
မိတ်ပေးပါလက်နဲ့ယူကြငါတို့တိုင်းမယ်ဟုတ်ကဲ့ကျွန်တော်သွားနေပါမိုင်းတူသမားဟုတ်ကဲ့မိတ်တော်လက်နဲ့ယူကြ
He's not paying attention.
ဟုတ်ကဲ့မိတ်ပေးပါ
That's good.
တိုင်းမယ်မိတ်တော်တိုင်းပါ
Does this dude think he's playing fucking Byzantines with his full feudal trash? Like,
ဟုတ်ကဲ့ငါတို့တိုင်းမယ်
ဟုတ်ကဲ့
is that what's going on?
ပေးပါမိတ်တော်တိုင်းပါဟုတ်ကဲ့လက်နဲ့ယူကြမိတ်ပေးပါဟုတ်ကဲ့တက်ကြ Hey
Everybody back to work now, pretty much.
အမိန်ပေးပါလက်နဲ့ယူကြအမိန်တော်အတိုင်းပါ
Yeah.
ဟုတ်ကဲ့ငါတို့တိုက်မိန်ပေးပါသွားနေပါပြီ
Hey, the Kokotama.
အမိန်တော်အတိုင်းတက်ကြဟုတ်ကဲ့ကျွန်တော်သွားနေပါပြီ
I still don't have a safe woodline though. Like, my woodlines are actual dog.
အမိန်ပေးပါငါတို့တိုက်အမိန်တော်အတိုင်းလဲပါတယ်အသိမဲ့ဟိတ်သိန်းသမားမိုင်းတူသမားဟုတ်ကဲ့အမိန်ပေးပါတူသမားကျွန်တော်လုံတော့သွားနေပါပြီ
A bit big. Sama
Where's my... I haven't built a market. Uh-oh. I really need to do that.
ဟုတ်ကဲ့ကျွန်တော်သွားနေပါပြီတက်ကြ
There's the siege workshop from Blue.
A main beaver.
ဟုတ်ကဲ့မှန်ပါဟေးဟုတ်ကဲ့တစ်ခုတ်သမားစောင်းလို့ရေးသမားမိန်ပေးပါစောင်းလို့ရေးသမားအမိန်ပေးပါသွားနေပါမိန်တော်အတိုင်းပါမိန်ပေးပါသွားနေပါပြီဟေးစောင်းလို့ရေးသမားအသိမဲ့စောင်းလို့ရေးသမား
Knights.
အမင်းတော်တိုင်းပါပဲ
ဟုတ်ကဲ့
How's he afforded everything though?
တစ်ခုတ်သမားကျွန်တော်သွားနေပါစောင်းလို့ရေးသမား
ပြောပါ
ဟုတ်
လုပ်
ကဲ့
လိုက်
နားလဲပါဟုတ်ကဲ့
Okay.
Although those villagers are just standing and watching.
ဟုတ်ကဲ့ဟုတ်ပါ
A bit big.
မိန်ပေးပါ
That's my favourite part.
ဟုတ်ကဲ့ကျွန်တော်သွားနေပါပြီဟုတ်ကဲ့တစ်ခုတ်သမား
Hey, Mamba. The Kokotama.
ဘုရားချက်ဟုတ်ကဲ့တန်ကြ
အမိန်တော်နားလဲပါတက်ကြ
Wanna build a siege boy.
အမိန်ပေးပါလက်နဲ့ယူကြဟုတ်ကဲ့ငါတို့တိုက်မိန်တော်အတိုင်းတက်ကြနားလဲတော့သွားနေပါမိန်ပေးပါငါတို့တိုက်မယ်ဟေးခုတ်သမားအမိန်တော်အတိုင်းပါလက်နဲ့ယူကြဟုတ်ကဲ့အမိန်ပေးပါကျွန်တော်သွားနေပါပြီ
He's got so many archers and knights, and I just don't know how he afforded everything.
ပြောပါလုပ်လိုက်
It's crazy.
အမင်းတော်ဟုတ်တိုင်းပါဘုရားတရားတန်ကြ
He's outclassed me, boys. But I don't know how the fuck he afforded literally all of that. He has so little on farms, like. And only 5 on wood? Okay, he's got this wood too. To have all of these archers. And forward siege and forward monastery. This guy just played out of his mind. Double range, double stable. The fuck, like, full upgrades on the archers. Only defensive on the knights, in fairness. It's fucking insane. Yeah, I guess we're selling the stone. Yeah. I didn't even check the market price. That's a good point, because I didn't have one. Ugh. I think I'm even overall for today. Does not feel good. Jeez. Yeah, look at this military spike. That's crazy, dude. Yeah. Right, guys, I am just going to grab a drink and then we'll be hopping into some casting of live viewer games. So if anybody wants to get cast, line up, get your name down in the chat. And we'll get some cast going. But like I said, I do need to get that beverage first because I actually haven't drunk anything since the stream started. And my throat is starting to kick my ass a little bit. So we're going to get that done. And well, there you go. Min wants to go on first, so Min's going to queue up. We'll get him in casted. Love a good Min game. And then we'll go from there. It won't be 2 minutes, guys. No, Nova! Hey! Oh, you have the worst time to raid. I was just about to go grab a drink. Hello, Nova, AOE, and all of your friends and spectators that you've brought over with you. Nova's a very good, I wouldn't say he's a good friend of mine. He's just somebody that I watch a lot. He's a
Does he
really,
know
really
what
good
the map
caster.
looks
Thanks for the
like?
shout out.
Guys, did you check what the maps were like before? Oh my god, no way! Aleko doesn't know what the map is like!
Yeah, man, absolutely.
Capuch has not
There we go, we
realized.
got two.
With this cast
We
coming
got
up!
two.
Guys! I think Capuch is going to lose the king to the castle. It's not enough range, but here comes the Chico News, and guys, that's gonna be Capuch getting. There we go!
Listen,
Defeated with a king's
listen to
knife.
him. Listen to the excitement in his voice. He's honestly, he's probably my favorite caster to watch right now. He gets plenty of viewers already, as you've just seen from the raid, but he's very clear in his pronunciations. He doesn't repeat himself a lot like I do as a caster and other people. But yeah, he's a really, really good guy. So if you don't follow Nova and you do like watching pro stuff, he only casts pro games. Go over, give Nova some love. He casts pretty much every day. It's a really nice community he's got over there, and he's interactive with the chat when he can be as well, which I really look for in streamers. So yeah, go give Nova some love. I'm gonna grab that drink, and then we're gonna be watching Amin play, who is one of our community members. And we'll be doing a live cast for them. And we prefer to do live cast of follower games, guys. And Amin's just looking for a game, so I'll just grab a drink, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Thanks again for the raid, Nova. You take care and have a good night. I assume you're gonna go get a much needed rest. Man, it is pissing down raining. Holy shit. Oh, I just got soaked going to get a drink. Oh, I'm cold now. Turn the fan off for a minute. Okay, no worries, I'm in. We can wait. We can wait. It's no drama. Alright. Yeah, have a look, good fun. I'm sure we'll find your game soon enough. I'm excited. But we'll be casting a bunch of viewer games. Be going for a couple of hours yet, so anybody who's fresh in from the raid as well, don't be shy. We do all ELOs as well. Amin, you're pretty up there right now. Holy shit. That's not you. There you go. Yeah, that's not you. Let's say, you've been trying to switch up your playstyle a little bit lately, right? So. But yeah, from 200 to 2k, we'll cast pretty much anyone. You're still not found a game? Wow. Nice. Yeah, again, have look, good fun. Let's see what we can do. I'm sure you'll make it interesting. And yeah, we'll hop into this one then. Boop, 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 boop. We'll find it any sec, guys. Then we'll be able to talk about the civs, the map. And we'll see what's going on. Okay. Min versus Beta 55. I've been playing Hindustanis versus Goths. And it's going to be on Arabia. So another Arabia game for the boys. Hindustani still having a really high win rate at the moment. But if Goths hit them like through from Dark Age through to early Castle, I think they should be fine. But if Hindustani should get into like late Castle Age, then it could be tough. It could be really tough for the Goths to deal with camels. They struggle with camels in general. So, I mean, definitely having the strongest civ here. The reason I primarily struggle with camels is because they get really bad knights, which also aren't great into camels. But despite having full health, they do miss the last armor for infantry to the Goths. So we'll have to see. Should be an interesting matchup anyway. Of course, cheap fills for Hindustanis. Camel Riders attack faster as well. And the worst thing is, if you do get to late game and we see those hand cannons come out in Imp, Hindustanis will be able to completely clean Goths and they will not have a really solid answer other than Hussar. And I think their Hussar's okay. They only missed the last armor, so Goth Hussar would be their only answer into like full hand cannon. So I don't know. We'll see. Could be tough. I'm going to speed up to live. Let me check the stream speed up capture rate. It has. Right. Oh. I'm not looking at capture rate though. Okay. Take a look at the maps then. Safe main gold, safe main stone. Pretty strong woodlines as well. This is a runestone gen. This is straight up a runestone gen. Look how easy this is to wall. This is super easy to wall. You have safe main resources. Secondary, both are TCable. Second one's not perfect, but overall, Goth space, pretty fucking good. The sheep and deer are a bit awkward, but and I suppose the berries are forward. But other than that, can't complain with the space at all. Would be very happy to have this. And Min, on the other hand, got this kind of curved front wood line. This can be awkward because it can be ranged really easy by archers, but again, pretty easy to wall base. Does have that pond at the back, whereas Red's pond is very far away, so that's a bit unfortunate. But I don't think it will matter too much. I mean, can wall here, TCable second gold this side and this side. Main stone is safe. Main gold a bit forward, but there's tree lines that you can work with to get it walled in. Berries are safe. Yeah, so I'd say red space is a little better, but not too much. Not too much better. Yeah, keeps giving us the wrong one, Nav. Big Sag. The single deer push. Now, quite often, a min will be greedy and push more than one deer. But they seem to be really good at pushing deer, so... whilst it's greedy, if they seem to do it as clean as they do... Oh no, the boar stopped following! Oh, you hate it when that happens. Absolutely hate to see it. Boar's going to come straight under the TC though. TC trick to help out. Villagers pop out. Boar gets shot. Good lord. Deer fucks about a little bit because of the vills. That's a pretty good spot too. So, looking good for him in so far. Let's go take a look at red. Also has pushed 2 deer and we'll be looking at the third, I think. So yeah. Yeah, it's 1600 anyway. Yeah, bit of a higher elo game. We cast those from time to time now. The quality of our viewers' abilities is going up. So you see all 3 deer are being pushed by red as the boar is pulled in as well. Very good ball or deer, not ideal, but it'll do. And red will now go forward with the scout. Abuse this tree line walls that he's got that he can utilize. And Beta will come forward and Min has finished pushing that all the deer and is going to go for the big boy walls to the edge of the map. I really rate this. This gives this wood will be safe. This gold will be safe. This wood safe. Your berries are super safe. Like sure, it's a big boy wall, but if you get this up and as Hindustanis, you can boom till the cows come home. As the second ball gets pulled in. And speaking of 1600 players, Huggy in the chat. Probably able to convince him to do a game for us after this one as well. If he's up for it. Would you like to see a barracks come down for a minute at this point? All of that wood, all of it has been invested into these walls. Cows don't come home when you're Hindustani. Yeah, they do, because Indians don't eat beef, right? I don't think that's segregated to districts or the different religions they have. I'm pretty sure that all Indians don't eat beef, right? I mean, doesn't play Celts a lot on my stream anymore. Yeah, they've been trying to change the playstyle and things as of late. Got to spot the scout. We'll not see the man at arms just yet. But this side is walled up, so... the scout could have blocked the bill, but no such antics from red, giving him in time to quick wall. Just for some small wall, stop the Drush from doing any substantial damage. Awkward. Yeah. Good thing there's no religion in AoE. Yeah, this is before religion existed. Walloloism. Exactly. Yeah, Min being very greedy by not even making any military buildings, never mind any military units, is gonna get away with it for the most part at the moment. Lost track of this Drush though, so I'd be scared of that second wood line being raided. But no, TC will spot it as it walks back out again, and Red's gonna tuck his tail between his legs and maybe just go home. Not really too much you can do. Like, I don't like the Drush going home though. I'd rather hit a house or something. And Min does hit feudal. Beta's only just clicked. TC is in range of this rack, so can defend the Vil building it as well. Very good awareness from a Min. Scout on scout. A Min will have an advantage being a feudal. You get that +2 attack. Gonna try house wall to stop scouts from going any deeper. tries to force these military units in range of the TC and successfully does so once again, using this TC to full effectiveness to defend this entire area of the map. And the Drush is all but dead now. Yeah, trying to wait for Feudal to get the man-at-arms upgrade, I guess, but by that point, it's like you're down to 2. Too late for the damage. And what is going to follow? It's a Drush FC from Red. I would assume it's a Drush FC because we've got the 3 on gold. We don't have any other military buildings positioned to be placed yet, just houses. Houses and farms. So yeah, gonna be a Drush FC, I think. A min though. Maybe we'll add military in, but probably not overcommit to it. Yeah, it's gonna end up being a pretty slow castle. Yeah, it was not a solid Drush at all, I have to agree. At that point, you use your scout to find the golds. And you could even just make sure that you deny golds, right? With the Drush, but... No, Min was given a bit greedy and was happily got away with it, so... Back to start beating the walls, but now the archers are here to scare away any weak threats that may arise. And it's fully walled this corner of the map, and it's a pretty big corner, so... Min's gonna be feeling pretty safe, pretty cozy. Nice wrapped up warm and toasty at home. Red, of course, is also walled, but Erase the Castle is on, and it's a vill advantage for Red, but cheap vills are Hindustani, so the vill advantage, whilst beneficial, should taper out a little bit as the vills are cheaper for a min anyway. Drush man-at-arms into archers, that's slow. Why would you not just drush archers rather than drush man-at-arms archers? Or just man-at-arms archers, right? I feel like trying to do it as a drush is it's risky-disky. If anybody played Heroes of Might and Magic 3, and you know what the goblins are from the Stronghold castle that you can be, I think Militia walk exactly the same. Wanted that pointed out. So, 3 archers, a skirmisher forward, 4 are in now. Gonna look to do some damage. And yeah, Red is just trying to get all that food together, it looks like, to be able to go for the castle up. Because of the scam adage, and the farms may be being put down a little late from a min. I actually think that Beta's going to get to Castle Age faster. But the vill count is evened out now, actually. And that comes from Wheelbarrow into Castle Age. So yeah, Beta is up first. More walls behind. So limited to no damage is going to be done by a min here. Unfortunately, the wood lines over here are very thick as well. So the villagers aren't going to have too much trouble if they have to move. And yeah, some of them will be sent away. Already halfway up to Castle Age. I mean, not ready to click up just yet, but does have the military numbers in favour. Otterville is going to saturate this wood line pretty early. Yep, no fletching for him in, just come in yet. Probably trying to save up to get to Castle. Especially seeing a lack of aggression from Red. I think at this point you have to assume that Red has clicked up or is due to click up. So probably knowing I need to get up myself. The resources are in. And hopefully we'll be clicking any second now. You've got the range and the blacksmith. The blacksmith was built. Ayo, yo, yo. Did you not build the blacksmith? I thought I meant built one. Yeah, there. So you could have clicked up. Okay, you have clicked up now. Okay. Welcoming in Happy the Andy. Castle Age clicked. As Castle Age comes in, Boso will be added to the repertoire of tools available for the Lumberjacks of Red, as the second TC is now being added. And it's going to be a bit of a boom coming out of the Goths. They don't have any eco bonus as a civilization though. So with the 3 TCs, the only advantage is going to be the Vil lead, which I mean could arguably catch up to. Has the resources to drop 2 TCs as well when Castle Age does eventually hit. And has those cheaper villages too. So double racks, probably expecting full infantry, yeah. Supplies! Supplies and man-at-arms are being tacked into, so that's why we didn't see fletching, because we're going to see a switch into infantry. 4th town centre for the Goths, so yeah, definitely going to be going for that Goth spam late game. And this is risky for both players, because both players do get hand cannons. Well, Hindustanis get a full barracks, I believe. They get full champ, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they get champ, and they also missed the last armor, actually, so they're tied with Goths in that regard. And of course, they would be slower in production. So yeah, maybe that isn't the play. Maybe that isn't. But what I would like to see would be hand cannons from Hindustanis, because I genuinely don't know what Goths do to answer that. Whereas if we do see an early infantry pressure from Amin, rather than run our own longswords into it, the Goths could also go hand cannons too. So, like, if you had the last armor, then maybe I could see an argument for it. But not having that makes it a bit more risky. And then Knight comes out, singular Knight comes out to clear off the arches. As Amin tries to add in TCs to catch up on the boom. Let's see what Amin has seen. Hasn't seen red on stone. Has seen the stable. And has seen at least 2 more TCs. So we know the boom's coming from Goths. I mean, there's 17 villages behind. Desperately trying to catch up. But it's going to be 3 TCs to 4. And it's going to be a tough one. As that militia's back to bang on the house once again. And the problem with this is it does allow him to select this unit and be like, hang on, any upgrades yet? No. Okay, maybe he's not going infantry, and that's because Red isn't going anything. He's just full booming right now on Arabia. Not what you would expect from an Arabia game, typically, especially at 1600 elo. Maybe a little bit more aggression, but Mongols get full champ though. They actually get full champ, so that can make sense. I can see that. Defensive castle. So defensive castle. Is this an attempt to push Goths into Huskarls and then we're going to respond with infantry? Maybe that's the play. Yeah, it would be interesting to see what comes of it. Yeah, I think I would have preferred the castle out here in front of this gold. I think I agree with you. Or even more forward here. A spearman has been sent to fight the militia now and gets the stab off. This wood's going to be soaked up. Red is collecting relics as well. It goes for the furthest one first in order to try and get all of these secured. Already one in the bank. Second one's coming. Third about to be picked up any second as well. So going to be a lot of gold income for Red too. And yeah, see, I would have preferred these the other way around, maybe. But we did get up to 4 TCs at least. Gots is at this point on 5, and seeing so little aggression from either player at this elo. I don't know. You hear that there's more. There's more of both, rather than just focus on one thing. But oh, the conversion comes in too. 5 TC, 20 farms. Well, Hindustani villages in the Castle Age only cost 40 food instead of 50. So you would need 24 farms as standard, but because they're costing 20% less, I would argue you need 20% less farms. So I think missing 4 farms is almost the exact right that you can get away with. You know what I mean? Yeah, the build deficit is big, but I don't think it's going to play into it too much because both players are doing nothing but booming anyway. What's going to matter more is that Red is about to click Imp and Amin is not because of the eco imbalance. Need a couple less on gold, a couple more on food, plus that gold income from all the relics Red is getting as well as helping out a lot. Okay, range is being added in as well for Amin. And Bodkin's being teched as well. Yeah, Gothflood is terrifying. I do agree with that. Especially if you let it get to the late game, which it is. And I think that's going to be Anarchy coming in, yeah. Along with all the infantry techs, MPage on the way, a couple of longswords already on the field, outposts are coming down. It's going to be 3 forward racks. Just going to surround the little safe hovel that was made by Amin. This castle is in a much better spot, but I don't know if it's going to come up soon enough. Amin has managed to buy up to Imp and is clicking there now too. Quick walls will come through, so the castle will go up as well. But Red's going to get good knowledge, good info of everything that's going on. Deletes the racks because the castle's going to go up and is going to abandon those. Let them run away. Doesn't want the votes to be spotted. Going to let this one vote at the back get it done instead. Very sneaky deaky like. There's no stone walls here for him in, so these Goth units are going to be created thick and fast, and they are going to come sprinting from all sides right now. Another defensive castle. Another good quick wall from Amin though. Huskar will be able to go under this TC. One Huskar is able to deny this castle. That's really sad. There'll be a defensive one behind the town centre instead. More villas on at Gulams. We're teching Gulams to fight longswords. Castle is in range to help. Bodkin paying dividends here. As Gulam is going to be enough to chase with the longswords for now. Imp comes in for Red. Two-handed is going to be teched. Castle on the hill, which means Trebs are sure to follow. Huskar is the intended switch, and this is great for Amin. We wanted to see Huskar because Amin does have the racks ready to go into some kind of infantry defense if needed. But it's whether the army can come soon enough, and no chemistry is going to be teched instead. We've got a lot of food that can get us a lot of infantry and perfusion, and this is the scary one. When perfusion comes in, that's when the Goths really kick off. 100% faster barrack production. Those things will move quickly. Over on the right side, Amina's got the stone and hasn't realized, hang on, this Huskar's coming out of barracks over here as well. And the Goth spam is ready to pour in. Amina's all but open on this side of the map as well. Look at this, it's huge, there's gaps everywhere. Huskars are in the eco at the back. Trebs are going to be coming at the front. Castles aren't going to hold for too long. A lot of idle villages. We don't have enough racks and we're not producing any military. Still not producing any military out of all of these production buildings. We've got so many of them. We've got 7 ranges on the field for our men. 7 ranges, 3 racks, 3 castles, and not a single military unit on the field. Not one. So I think hand cannon was going to be the call, and there it is. There it is. We are going to see hand cannon. Now we need to get Shatagani. Don't forget Shatagani. I haven't seen it come in yet, but Shatagani is the one that gives them +2 range. It's very important to get in, and I would love to see that be added. But hand cannons do take a long time to produce, so we're going to need a lot of these. And the castles will buy us time to get somewhat of a mass. I don't think Amin's dead yet. If you can get a good hand cannon, mascots will really struggle. But it's 160 bills for Beta 5.5. Repairing the castle. And more Huskars will come charging forward, more Trebs to boot as well. How many hand cannons have we amassed so far? There's 15 on the field, 13 more in queue, and they will make short work of the Huskars if we can get enough of them massed together. But the raids are coming through thick and fast, as we feared from all different angles. Goth player has surrounded them. Expansion isn't an option. We have to clear out the raids first, but there's so many Huskars running about. Vills have been getting deleted by red as well, making room for more Huskars to come through. I liked the idea from Amin. I liked it, but I just don't think it was good enough. And yeah, Huskars are going to be able to keep on pouring into Amin's base. Trebs taking on the next castle. Yeah, Bracer was just helping with the castles, and I appreciated it until the Huskar switch came in. So I think chemistry is fine because we needed chemistry. And Bracer we didn't need. Bodkin was fine as well because we didn't see the Huskars yet. But GG from Red. Yeah, you did let him boom. But it happens. I think the racks that you made, even if you made a couple of longswords out of these and forced him to stay on infantry instead of Huskars, then it buys you so much more time, I think. But yeah, you kind of just let him get away with it. But GG, interesting matchup, and Red was basically allowed free control of the map, and his rush wasn't great, but his castle time afterwards was surprisingly quicker than I expected. Yeah. Yeah, you seen a couple of longswords, so you switched out into your archers. Yeah, I understand that, but you kind of match them with damage and stuff with the longswords in Castle Age. The only difference is obviously theirs is cheaper, so yeah. It was a good game though. Good game. Huggy, do you fancy stepping up to the plate? Getting yourself in the queue? I thought I had a better eco. Yeah, the problem was because he got castle first, he dropped like 40 Cs immediately. Nice one, Hugs. So yeah, dropping those 40 Cs straight away just enabled him to just keep ahead of you and boom. Basically what happened. It was close though. I had faith in hand cannons, but we just didn't get a mass quick enough. That's the tough part. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm Navarian. I'm Navarian. Hello? Make yourself known. CJ said he wants to do more 3-man Outriders at some point, and I totally agreed with him. Because it was really fun. He's working right now though, so we won't see him till pretty late. Speak now or forever hold your spade. Huggy, you back in 1600 yet? Yeah, I know. You were up late enough last night to play with him, so it depends. Only 1500. Ah, only 1500. What a loser, guys. He's only 1500. Wow. Might as well quit. So bad. Slept like shit today. Probably because you slept so well yesterday. Almost definitely why. Hey, Albatross Rex. Welcome back in. How are you doing today? Hope you had a good weekend. And that the start of your week hasn't gone too badly. I know a lot of people aren't fan of Mondays. With the dog shit map pool. What's the new map pool? Do you know what it's going to be? I haven't looked. Hey, you got a game. Nice. The universe punishing me for sleeping well? Yes. Got a game, but it looks horrible. Oh, God. Last week was all Mondays, but this week so far has been all Fridays. Thanks for checking. Not a problem, man. Not a problem. All Mondays, jeez. We've all had those weeks, I think. Although I don't mind Mondays. Tuesdays were always my, like, shitty day I didn't like. But a week of Mondays, man. Not a good one. We got something new coming up as well. When I waited tables, it was Sundays. That were the worst. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah. A Golden Swamp. Okay. Gonna be Sicilians for Huggy versus Malay from whoever that is. Yeah, we've got something new coming up on Wednesday. We'll be doing Crusader Kings 3 with viewers as well. So there's going to be 4 of us who are, I wouldn't say veteran CK3 players by any means, but experienced CK3 players. And what's going to happen is we're going to set up our characters, we're going to set up our empire, and we will begin to attempt to control the world. And then as and when viewers are able to join us as well, they can try play, hang out, and they can either choose to ally and assist, or they can try and stop our expansion and bring down our empire. So maybe people will get involved, maybe they'll just watch. We'll see what happens. Either way, it should be a blast. This will be a series that we do for a couple of weeks. I asked the 3 other people that live here, so I know it's true. Loads of people live there. They're just all dressed as sheep. So that should be fun. And then I probably won't stream Friday because I'll be doing the 24-hour charity stream on Saturday, which will be starting like 2 hours after I would do my normal stream. So yeah, I won't be streaming Friday. Okay, let's take a look at this map. Forward Buffalo is going to be found very quickly for Huggy. Make sure it grabs them, brings them all home. Plenty of them to choose from. So it'll be a lot of food for him. 3 deer, gold, 2 safe golds at the back. Stones are both back as well. Plenty of wood lines. That's pretty standard for Sacred Springs, though all of the resources is back for Huggy, actually. So he could wall here, he could wall here, and then wall to the TC, and he is safe as can be. There is a little bit of fish that you can fight for, and this gold in the middle as well, but you start with plenty of gold at home, so it's not as treacherous as fighting for Golden Pit, but you can also demo on these areas of the map as well as controlling this with galleys and things like that. You can dock on this area, so we could see some fishing ships, some early booming, or we could see feudal age pressure on the water, or we could just see that completely be ignored and see land pressure coming through. Malay will probably want to do something with the water. They're pretty good on naval maps. Hybrid maps they're okay with. They do benefit massively from the fish traps because their fish traps are cheaper and they get 3 times the food. So really good, and they have quick up times as well. So we might see some early aggression from Malay trying to get that water control and use some cheap battle elephants to harass in Castle Age, but we'll have to see what kind of direction Blue wants to take that in. Sicilians, however, not really renowned for being a very good naval civ. Don't really have any good like eco bonuses themselves either on land or water, except that extra 100 stone they start with. The only thing that really benefits them is their farm start with more food, but again, on a hybrid map like this, then it doesn't really matter too much. So we'll have to see what happens. It looks horrible. Let's go in the swamp. Exactly. But Huggy likes his hybrid maps. He's a bit of a water clown, so I would favour him a little bit in this one. But then again, Malay, I would argue, with a better Civ 4 hybrid map over the two here. Of course, the extra 100 stone and the quicker building of town centres and castles means Sicilians can expand in the middle quicker and easier as well, though. So that is also something to consider if we are going to see fighting for the gold in the middle. Yeah, I prefer Malay as well, Albatross, I'm with you. But like I said, Huggy is quite renowned for being a bit of a water clown, so I've got faith. Sicilians have a very weird team bonus. Transport ships have +5 line of sight and cost less. That is very weird for a civ that is not a naval civ to have as a team bonus. All the deer have been pushed in by Blue here as well. Huggy yet to touch his deer at all. Quite happy with the 2 rhinos he grabbed. Yeah, it is, but it's just really weird. Feel like it doesn't belong to the civ, you know what I mean? Okay, second rhino killed under the TC perfectly for Blue as well. That's what you'd expect at 15 to 1600 elo, which is where we are situated with this game. Blue's going to notice the early dock. Run, little villager, run. Garrison the TC. Scare the scout away, and she will live to see another berry bush. As Blue will continue to attempt to scout Huggy and see what's going on. Did Huggy see Blue's dock? Yes, he did. So both players knowing that feudal fires are going to be necessary. Huggy, though, already 4 vills down, and by vills I mean economy units, because the 3 fishing ships coming out from Blue, just to the one of Huggy, but we do see the housing situation being caused. This happens quite a lot on hybrid maps, and this just goes to show you that even if you're not 1500 elo, then mistakes can still be made if you're really good at the game, like these guys are. So any mistake you make, don't worry, it happens at the higher elos as well. It's just less often. That did give Huggy some time back, though. Much needed time. Out to the gold, and maybe going to be a man-at-arms opening, maybe... Oh, he's going to use the scout to harass the fishing ships, and... Oh, they're going to move around a little bit, try to avoid the scout, but it can still range. Blue Scout's going to come over, but he's half HP from that TC fire, so he can't actually defend the fishing ships, if that's what he's got in mind. Feudal will help him out a bit, but I don't think it will be enough to cover the deficit of the HP. He does get here first. Has Huggy realised he has? He swings back straight away, and look at that. Fishing ship's blocking the scout and gonna get it killed. Before Feudal even comes in, so he doesn't have the speed to run away. Huggy back to harassing the fish now. Very, very annoying play from Huggy, and it's doing a good job of kind of idling this economy for Blue as well. So I like seeing this. Going to be archers added in, not surprised for the Malay. Whereas when Huggy clicks up, I wonder if he'll be going for archers or whether he'll be going for just straight galleys. We'll have to see. Yeah. It's always hybrid maps or water maps, and he always makes them different and interesting. Huggy's a pleasure. Come on, little toxic kid. Oh my god, yes. Yes, Huggy. Wind them up some more. As a spear gets added in for Blue. I love it. Oh, the spear's gonna kill the scout though. I got the fishing ship as well. Oh, if I was Huggy, I'd just type in 11 right now. I really would. When you're losing your fishing eco to a scout, it cannot feel very good. I think Huggy's just evacuating the area. Adding another dock in, so we are going to see full water from Huggy. I am not surprised. Not in the slightest. Blue's going to be adding arches, but Huggy's going to have full water control. What he needs to be cautious of, though, is those archers coming onto the land. They can walk around the outside pretty easily, unless he walls this up. This is a good spot to wall. He's just got a house wall here, double house wall, a little bit of stone. Could do the same on this side pretty easily as well. And that stops it from being raided entirely. And he has scouted those areas of the map, so maybe we will see some walls if he notices the archers and the rangers that have been garrisoned. Possibly because he's harassing what is essentially a villager with a scout. But it would annoy me too, like I said, he was being very annoying. But I wouldn't call somebody toxic for it. Can't try and snipe a villain and complain about me sniping fish. There you go. There you go. Solid defense from the Hugs there. Fire ship's going to come out. It will clear the spear without any difficulty. And then the archers will be next on the hit list. Good number of archers though. Got one garrison in the range. Probably want to bring that out play. Second fire galley is going to come over as well. As Huggy micros down the lower HP archers and will pull the galley away. Whilst this one starts harassing other fishing ships. Huggy's house though, he needs to fix the housing situation as he drops double house here, a mill for the deer. And the second fire galley is wreaking havoc with Blue, able to walk down to the bottom of the land. It will be safe and can now look at walking around into Huggy's economy, which is what I said would be an issue. And he needs to make sure it gets these areas walled up and can then patrol. Ah, the demo is here as well, but unfortunately the water doesn't expand this far out. Yeah, Malay didn't go double dock. He wanted to go for archers instead, and I actually would have preferred a double dock because he's lost all of his fish. And now can't abuse... Yeah, of course we can. See, he knows that he could wall this. Oh, he spotted an archer there. I doubt he's seen it, though. Yeah, and he knew that, that there was a double range as well. So, Villa's going to repair the ship. What happened to his demo? It's just sitting and wait. And Blue again is going to walk around and deep into the eco. And the walls are coming up from Huggy, but the thing is though, he can build donjons to defend at least, which will stop the smaller archer force. It's not doing anything substantial. The scout is still kicking about. More archers being mastered at home as the second galley will turn up. More coming forward. I'm going to remove Malay from water entirely. Blue's walled up at home. See, this is the thing. Because he's doing land aggression, he's expecting potential land aggression. So he's walled up at home. Difference is, Huggy's not doing any land aggression. Instead, he's clicking up the Castle Age. He got a solid fish boom. He did not add in a substantial amount of archers. A couple of villas will fall here, but the dungeon will be up in time to defend. Quick garrison, maybe. And the archers are going to sit under it for now. We'll force Huggy off that wood line, but the archers can't leave. So they've done a good enough job. Good harassment, good kills. 5 eco kills went down there, I think, for blue. Just 3 actually. Only got 3 volts. My apologies. And the dock is about to fall. The house is gonna fall. And that does house blue actually, who has only just clicked up. He tried to buy off and didn't have enough. There you go. So he's clicked up now. Our archers are going to come through on the right hand side. 175 stone it is, rather than 125 for those donjons. So another 50 stone is needed from Huggy if he wants to do another donjon. Instead, he will hit Castle Age and could drop a town centre on the golden wood here instead. Right here, gold, wood and stone would be ideal. Yeah, good food income options from away, plus access to this gold in the later game. And it's always hard to get back on water as well in 1v1 situations. Yeah, it is going to be town centre on the gold in the wood. Will it go up quick enough though? Crocodile is going to bother blue, but he macros that down very quickly. And no, Sicilian 100% faster town centre speed. It goes up, gets garrisoned, all his archers die. All his archers die. 1, 2... Okay, just 2 walk away. Blue notice very quickly. Hits Castle Age himself. We do have crossbow coming in. Padded archer armor's already on the way forward as well. Don't have the resources for Bodkin though, so these archers are still going to be very limited in what they can do. A singular knight's being added in as well. He'll clear up the archers under this tower. Crossbow is going to come in, but I think the knight should be enough, because there'll only be 4 archers there by the time crossbow arrives. I know one night went quite enough, but the second will do it. That means these villagers can get back to work as well. These archers are going to go harass that wood line too. And Huggy could struggle for wood. Maybe he wants to look at expanding somewhere else for now. Taking out the ranges as well. Pretty good. Second TC being added in for purple. In between both gold piles as well. Really good TC spot. Archery range will fall. And if we go take a look, blue a bit unsure of where to do damage now. Water is not an option for him, so he's got to try looking and making use out of these archers. But with knights on the field, it's a scary situation. Ooh. There's a fuzziness of video when I scroll. Okay. Noted. It's very weird. Huh. Okay, I'll have to keep an eye out. Yeah, very odd. No, I don't think CA has a motion blur effect. No, it does not. I limit it to 60, otherwise it can be foggy. Yeah, no. Should be fine. Let's speed back up to live though from the pause. I'm not missing too much as Huggy does lose his fire galleys, but did take out 2 ranges as an answer. He's got mangonels to defend, picked up a couple of crossbows there with it though. It could be a bitrate thing. I've had to lower my bitrate for certain games in the past. Where they really don't like being streamed, so you have to lower the bitrate for it. So it could be that my bitrate's now too low. Oh, it's a good bada boom though. Don't kill your own knights. Okay, yeah. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, we're good. Archers get cleared up, and there's no more ranges. One more being added in at the back, but the mass is dead for blue. military advantage definitely favouring Huggy. Eco advantage still favouring Blue a little bit as well, though. The idle TC time has been creeping up for Huggy throughout the duration, but he has had access to this free fish as well. So that is going to be helping with the boom. Yeah, I am from Liverpool, Albatross, yeah. Yeah. I don't speak like a stereotypical Scouser, especially when I'm casting / streaming in general, because I know how hard the accent can be to understand. But I am a very, very proud Scouser. I'm very proud to be from Liverpool. I think it's a great city, full of some fantastic, awesome people. So I'm not one of those who try to deny my heritage. I still live here. I love the place. It's just that the accent can be difficult to understand. And I worked in a call center for a while as well, so my voice kind of got attuned to being a little bit different with how I worded things. Well, I can be a proper fucking Scouse if you want, you know what I mean? I've even got a little routine that you can use with your fucking bunny bites there as well, lad. You can do Scouse me, right? And if you do Scouse me, then I'll do whatever you want me to say. With a Scouse accent, you know what I mean, lad? And an American, one time somebody got me through the whole intro to fucking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in a Scouse accent. Did not like that at all, my lad. Not a fucking bit, but it was funny, and somebody clipped it, and that's what happened, you know what I mean? But yeah, typically I don't talk like that. I try to be a bit easier to understand, a bit clearer. Because I do not stutter at times, but I do mumble at times as well, and I try not to do that when I'm streaming or casting too. So, good God, make it stop! Says Axel. Welcome on in, Axel. Hope you're doing well. Hope your weekend weren't too bad. As an American, I'm trying to learn the distinctions in the different regional accents of England. So far, I'm not very good at it. I can tell London and vaguely Northern. Well, you see, I agree that with Nav, Southern is a lot more generalized. Northern is more distinctive, I think. Why are you, man? Your Geordies, and then I can't do a Manchester accent because they disgust me so much. But yeah, then you've got Manchester and a couple of other places where they have really distinctive accents. Depends what you really consider the North. And then Yorkshire, where they're all farmers. I put Liverpool with old Paul McCartney. Not old man, but old as in a longer time ago. Well, Paul McCartney is from Liverpool, so that makes sense. You know. Because he's like, what? Okay, good crossbow damage coming through on the middle, but it's not going to do too much. The Malay sheep elephants are a godsend if you have the food to produce them, but they're not very strong as far as elephants do go. And with galleys already on the field, war galley upgrade already on the field for Huggy as well, the demo snuck through. That one hurt Blue. That one hurt Blue so much. Oh, there's another demo coming through for these Ellies as well. It'll be good splash damage if it goes for the elephants. There's no more archers to kill, believe me. You got them all. Good splash damage, monk conversion coming through. And the elephants are forced to back away. Rewind that shit, please. Man, if I had that feature, you can clip it though. Please feel free to get a clip of the demo, even though my reaction to it was very poor and delayed. My apologies for that one. I'm normally a bit more up there, but people have been reading chat talking about accents. Blue says, are you AFK? He just wiped all of your archers with a single demo. I don't think so, mate. Yes. Huggy just says yes. Just drop more docs and have demos garrisoned in all of them. I think Blue's pretty tilted from earlier on. And this is him saying, oh, you're ahead. You should just be attacking me, bro. But of course he isn't. He's ahead and using that time to boom instead. How's the getting his blues? He goes for the TC. The elephants will do a pretty good job into knights as well, but the knights are able to go straight for the crossbows, try and micro those down. Castle fire may help with these elephants, but they are still pretty big health bars to try and get through. Sicilian knights do hold up fine, but they are outnumbered and out HP'd. So the castle isn't going to do too much in a way of dissuading any more aggression from these things. Monks coming forward for the melee as well, so convert these elephants back that do get lost. And this could be a switch in score, as Huggy desperately going to try add in another castle. Or is this blue? This is blue. This is a blue castle, guys. You're going to see a blue castle on the bottom side of this gold pile in the middle now too, as he attempts to fight for the middle control. A lot of vills are coming forward for this one. A lot of vills are coming forward to this one. Elephants are going to be at the front of this mass to make sure this castle goes up. And what is Huggy's answer going to be? It's going to be barracks, barracks, barracks. So we're going to see a switch into pointy boys. Yeah, pikemen teched. We got the armor being teched as well. Scale mail armor, which is armor numero dos. I would have loved to have seen a demo here to kill all of these villagers on the way over. That would have been fantastic, but it was not on the cards this time. All of the fish is collected by these three and whatever's left of the pond up here as well. So he's done pretty well at getting all of the fish. Oh, there's a sneaky boy down there. Mangonel is here too. And Castle will go for Sicilians because they build it so fast. Look at this build speed. Half the builds and still goes up the same speed. Absolutely insane. It goes up. It will harass the castles. Conversion comes in. Knights are trying to delay. Get a couple of Vil picks as well. And that did allow the dock to go up here. So it's buying more time for Huggy, which is exactly what he needed. Blue needs to ignore this middle land for a little bit and go back into the eco. The eco is very open, and your elephants could have walked through here and killed everything without any issue. But instead, you've given Huggy time. It's going to be a fourth barracks being added, and pikes are being queued in droves. Look at this, 10 of them already being added into the queue. Forging will be teched soon as well. We have the food for us, so I'd like to see that come in. Food is being sold by the Malay player, and he clicks up to Imp. He's going up to Imp very quickly. Trebs will help him take out these castles as well. They are able to defend each other because there's enough of a gap, so you don't need murder holes. So Huggy still has access to gold. Blue has a little bit of access to gold right now, but this can be ranged by either this Mangonel or any more fishing ships we want to add in. Fishing ships, war galleys we want to add in as well. You think Huggy is in trouble? I think he very much could be in trouble here as well, especially with that Imp click. Bodkin's being set to try and get the extra range, but I don't think it's going to be enough. And the elephant mass is rather large. Blue right now, that Vil advantage, 106 just to 67. The boom wasn't enough for Huggy, and pikes are going to be his only answer. And right now, that will be a good enough answer. Malay elephants are not really strong, and there's no other unit accompanying these anymore. The crossbow mass died. And if Huggy can keep pikes in front of these elephants, they will die very quickly. Yeah, this base at home is very bare bones. There's not much going on. 16 farms, couple of villas on stone, couple on gold. Like, this was his main economy. He was at the front. Mangonel gets picked off by a knight from blue as well. Not likely that was a conversion. Pikes are here to defend, and they will clear out the elephants. Yeah, the elephants have to retreat very quickly from this. More knights from Hugs being added in. Chainmail armor coming through now for the pikes as well. But we're going to see knights maybe being switched into. And Cavalier could be teched from Malay. I think they got Cavalier. Even though I don't really rate the stable options at all. Cavalier is an option for them. No bloodlines though, which is why their elephants are so weak. You think Huggy's just dead? He could be if we see Malay switch back into crossbows, but with just elephants, I don't think it's enough. I don't think just elephants is enough. Huggy is able to click up as well if he wants to. Trebs are out now. He can keep using knights to dive the Trebs as well. Battle Elephant is still going to be the main unit of choice, but Arbalest has been clicked, and this is the switch. This is the switch for blue. Bracer, Thumb Ring, back into the archers now, and that's what will end the game, in my opinion. But he's got to be able to produce both. And he has the Vils for it. He's down to 96 Vils, so he's lost some along the way. Probably when building this castle. Pike's going to garrison for now. I don't think cheap Hellies is enough though. He needs this Arbalest mass. I think the Arbs is the right call. Like elephants without bloodlines, I don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough. Plus, he needs to make sure they can retain all of this gold. Huggy's just got to live repairing the castles so that he can get some trebs out. The 7 knights here. And more villas coming forward for blue. Heavy demos? Just regular demos at the moment. Oh my god. Oh my god, he can kill the treb. He can kill the treb. You can kill the treb, Huggy. Let's go. Go for the treb. Go for the treb. No! No! Okay, go down to the Arbalest. Okay. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Yeah, I thought he was going to sneak around and go for the trebs, but he did manage to get all the Arbalest again. That's pretty good. And blue is kind of tied up on res right now as he tries to pump out both elephants and Arbalester. He's got the last attack upgrades in as well. But these things don't have the second armor. They don't have the third armor. Obviously, they don't have bloodlines. Elephants are cheap, but they die very quickly. I just see the fight breaking out. And Pike's even under the castle fire. I've got to kill these elephants super fast. The demo sneaks in. This treb is ready to die. It's really low. The knights will clear it all up as well. And Imperial Age is in for Huggy too. Cavalier could be clicked any second. And blue is going to be cleared out of the middle here. He has no trebs to defend. Pikes did die, but there's more being added in. Very cheap unit. Halb is clicked instead. Huggy's such a tactician. He's a smart little cookie. He's a small little cookie, Darth. Elephants just walking in under the castle like this is terrible. Like I said, even without the extra armor, they die very quickly. They only have 3 pierce. So running the 2 castles with Bodkin, it's just not going to be enough. And 1 castle trap production versus 2 castle trap production as well, with halbs to defend. That's the thing as well. It's going to be very difficult for blue to snipe these trebs. Whereas Huggy can just run in with his knights, kill a treb, and run back out again. Or even lose the knights, that's also acceptable, to be honest. Blue's boom is looking really good at the back though, expanded into the additional woodlines. And he still has some gold here to collect as well. I'll try not move the screen too much, guys, because you said it's fuzzing a little bit, so. Okay, the halbs, like I said, are very easily going to defend these trebs. Castle in the middle falls to blue, and that means that the only gold left is these 5 piles he's got on his home base. Arbs are going to be here to defend though. And knights coming forward, but there's only 7 knights. I don't think that's going to be enough to take out all of these arbs. Not with an elephant front line like this. We've got about 15 arbs on the field, give or take. Yeah, 15 exactly. Knights are going to come through, take out this last treb, and that gives Huggy full control of the middle once more. Transport ship has been added in. I'm not sure why. Maybe a misclick. Vills are falling. Sergeants are here. And what a fantastic hold from Huggy. He'd done exactly what was needed just until he was able to get his castles up. Now he has all of this gold back under his control once more. We could see Hobart come in at any second, which would give his knights the extra pierce armor, plus 2 pierce armor on these knights, and they would have no issue with melee arbs anymore. That's, I think, should be the next goal for him, would be Hobart. In fact, they get an extra 1 base armor as well as extra pierce, so be even better into the elephants too. And yeah, blue desperately scrambling for resources. He's been selling food for gold. It's been his only kind of his way of retaining, and he's done a really good job of staying in this game. It's been a really close game. Blue has found some stone down here that he's utilizing as well, and the trebs are going to roll forward from Huggy, but there's nothing to defend them, so he's got to be careful. I would like to see some more army. Heavy demo is being tagged by the awarded clown himself. Oh my god, is he stonewalling the map? He's stonewalling to the gold. I love this from Huggy. So he's going to stonewall this side and then push this side. Oh, what a chad. Why did that demo blow up? Huh? There was a... Hey, Paradox. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. The Water Clan himself. Oh, oh my God! Look at the slaughter. When you think the Arbs get the kill, but it just doesn't matter. And another batch died to demos. 9 of them is all that's left to trudge through to Huggy's eco. And what's back here? Just a knight. Still don't have Holbeck in. I would love to see that. Oh my God! It's more demos. Yeah. Oh my God! 1 demo for 1 archer. He would have done it as well if it reached. I promise you he would have. Another town centre. He could even go for First Crusade soon enough as well. He's already up to 3 TCs. 5 would be ideal. Probably build another one in the middle at some point. Okay, Helms have found the villas down here. They'll clear those out without any issue. And yeah, this is starting to look really bad for Blue, but I don't think he's going to GG this anytime soon. Yeah, we've got stone acquired on the top, stone acquired on the bottom. Blue is being pushed back into the hole that he's trying to weasel his way out of to begin with. More stables coming forward. He's finally realizing that water's may be important on this map and is adding docks in. But he's going to struggle because the map's being fucking stonewalled now by this rat of a Huggy. Trebs going for the ranges. Maybe Huggy hasn't seen the docks. It would be funny if he just killed the docks before they even got anything out. I would adore to see that happen. And yet, there you go. He's realised the docks are there and has switched into the docks instead. Oh my God. Poor Blue. Can't catch a break. Oh, demos are back. Oh, good use of the scout though. It gets a monk. So that was actually good defense from the heavy demos there from Blue. Respect that. A castle's going to come up on the stone up here, and there's no way Huggy's looking here as well. So this castle is definitely going to go up. We'll kill most of, if not all of these villages. Probably get rid of that TC and enable more stone acquisition for Blue as well. Another heavy demo shot on the Arbs. Look at this. BBC is being teched into now for Blue to try and stave off some of these trebs and hopefully deal with some of the ship pressure that's coming through as well. I owe you a huge thank you. Well, you don't, but I'll take it. I'll take it and you're welcome. Is Harbour expensive? Why isn't Blue spamming them? Harbour is kind of expensive, but I also don't think it would do too much into... Well, actually, he's got demos, right? So, yeah. Yeah. What's the tech called? I also get the Chris. If it's only 300, so no, it's 300 gold. He could probably get that. I've given you the confidence to be a better streamer. You've got the ability to be a better streamer, Sheffy. Never mind confidence, you rat. But yeah, you've got the ability, man. You just gotta want it. You just gotta want it and you just gotta do it. Huggy's made a hold. He needs to make sure he covers that in a little bit too. Stables can be ranged, so as they get built, they're being taken down. These ships haven't had to move for a while. More demos on the prowl, patrolling the shoreline, daring Blue to send more Arbalester out onto this amphibious terrain and be decimated by the explosions on the ships. Love you, you twat. I love you too, you twat. Blue, of course, has no idea what to do. Show me that if you can come on here and put on a halfway decent stream, then I sure as hell can. Exactly, Chef. If I can do it, you can do it. Karambits. Okay, it's a cheap unit. We've got a lot of food. We can use them for raiding. We can use them to deal with the demos. It fills up our pop a little bit, I guess. Like, the economy is still strong for Blue. He just, like you said, doesn't know what to do with it. I think that's on the money there. Trebs have moved slightly and have spotted some more buildings to attack. So it's going to be scouts being teched into Formula A now. Again, though, they don't get Hussar, so it'll be light cab at best, which has just came in. They don't get Bloodlines. They don't get the last upgrade. They don't get the second or the last armor upgrade. So light cab are being teched into. Huggy will spot it, though, and he's going to run a light cab into Halbs. He's going to attempt to raid this area of the map, but it's tough. I mean, I don't know what else he would do. So it's going to be Arbs and BBC on this side, light cav on this side, and Blue trying to find a way back into this game, and we could see First Crusade being used to defend against the Lycav. Malay Militia Flood. Yeah, Malay Militia Flood would be better. Of course, they can get Forced Levy, which makes the militia line cost only food instead of gold. It costs more food, and they do get two-handed, and they get full upgrades. So it would be a lot better to see that coming through instead. But a lot of people don't look at that kind of thing, so that's going to be why finally Holbeck is coming in. That extra 1 normal armor and 2 pierce armor for the cavalry units of the Sicilians will help tremendously when dealing with this Arbalest the Mast. They'll be able to run in here and kill everything without any issue. More stables being added in from Blue as he tries to again regain some ground on the flanks of this map. Huggy has decided, no, I can't let him keep pushing me without punishment. I'm going to go forward myself. Some Trebs are going to hit the wood line. He's going to be careful with that. Just a Halbrade can be very annoying to deal with as well. There's no Arbs at home to defend against this. So as Huggy is being harassed by Lycav, and the BBCs have made it to his economy as well. He's trying to desperately go forward and mash up a couple of Cavalier himself. This castle going down would be so detrimental for Blue here. So much stone to build another one, but the Halbrades have arrived. 2 or 3 Arbs are here to try and dissuade any pressure, but he's not paying any mind to that. Right now he's worrying about defense at home. Another TC is being built, more sergeants are being added in as well. Like Havoc being cleared up. The Cavalier have gone in on the Arbalester, and with Holbeck as well, they will clear these without any issue at all. More like Cav raids coming in, but there's TCs everywhere, so the Bulls can hide pretty comfortably too. A lot of TCs for Blue, but the Halbrades are doing a pretty good number as well. Trebs are going to be taking out the buildings. More Halb spam going forward. Do we have any demos on the map? We do. We've got 5, but they're hiding away. They're hiding away throughout the map as both players trying to push forward. More like Cav raids on the left hand side. Just one Halb to defend is doing an okay job of killing them. There's 2 actually, and defending the stone a little bit. And Blue caused the GG. Blue actually caused the GG. 162 Arbs made, 150 Arbs dead to heavy demos. Yeah, the Cavaliers were just too strong. Once you got Holbeck in as well, and yeah, when he sees this Cavalier span coming to his base, there's Halbs already here and the castle's down. Yeah, the food can't keep up, and it's at this point where he has to call it. He spent 1,300 food on elite battle elephants when they're not very good battle elephants. I need to stop playing Golden Swamp. That was a really, really good game. I agree with Darth. Probably one of the best games I've watched in a while. It was very entertaining to watch, very entertaining to cast. And we've seen some huge demo shots. We could make a montage of demo shots just from this one game alone. So yeah. He never really did put another TC in the middle. Yeah, I expected that too. I did ask for that, but get amazing demo shots, then stop playing. Yeah, you could have tagged Holbeck a bit sooner. I'm surprised First Crusade never came in. But all in all, you withstood the storm with the Malay spam, and you pushed back with effective units. And the difference here was, despite having a less eco than him the entire game, you were just way more effective with your military. Way more effective. First Crusade's not that expensive when you consider how many. I misclicked First Crusade instead of Holbeck. Aha, there you go. Yeah, First Crusade's not that expensive considering what you get from it and stuff like that. So, but that happens. He did have 4 at one point, which is when I would have wanted him to do it, but 4 still gives you 24 sergeants, something like that. It's pretty good. But yeah, fantastic game, mate. Really enjoyed crafting this. It's an awesome game. And now everybody in the chat is going to shit themselves as I say, hey, who wants to follow that show? Who wants to queue up next for us? Who dare to try and outdo the game that we just watched? Which was a really entertaining game. Poker games are typically pretty fun. Okay, he didn't seem too salty at the end, so that's good. Oh, he's a Smith as well, Huggy. He's a Smith, bud. Look at that. Look at that. Maybe not a great Smith, but he's a Smith. 71% win rate at 1500 elo. Yeah, definitely looks like a Smith to me. Not like I said, he's probably about 1600, right? Judging by that. And Huggy's 1600 in my eyes, so. That 342 units killed. How many with demos is what we need to know. Although you can just see the demo hits. Right, demo hit. Demo hit. Huge demo hit. Demo hit. Demo hit. This was actually just a fight. Yeah, we see the mangoes too, the earlier on. Yeah. Yeah, when he had his abs. Well, crossbows at the time in your base. We've seen that too. Right, come on. Who wants to step up and be game number 3? We're 1 for 1 for the stream at the moment. Amin unfortunately wasn't able to close out the Goths on Arabia playing as the Hindustanis, but Huggy brought it back for us with Golden Swamp playing a fantastic Sicilian game into those pesky Malay. Who are we going to have for game 3 step up to the plate and give us some fantastic content to watch? I'm sure there's a few of you out there willing to swing by. Thank you. I was not muted, but my mic had came out. Thank you. Thank you. What was the last thing you heard me say? God, do I feel dumb. I was asking if everyone wanted to queue up. I said Lumi's just gone into a game, but he hasn't just gone into it, but he's been in it for a while, so we're going to cast this game. I spoke about Kajaras and a lot of people not liking them, and I think that Britain's will actually be fine into Kajaras, though, because of the extra production from the range, meaning they can get a good Arbalest amassed, and therefore would be able to crush Kajara Camels and Sharam Riders without too much issue. Ah, okay. But yeah, I think Britons should be fine here. Man at Arms is the Archers opening for Britons if I was them. And then Shravamshas only really do well if they have an exceedingly high number or are ahead in number to the range unit. And Britons with the extra production and the longer range means that they should be okay here. But we'll see. The extra food bonus that you get from Gajaras as well will enable a bit of a better economy. And we'll see how this one goes. I'm pretty excited. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. I know you want to. You want to. Deer push from Loom. First one straight under the TC. Pretty spot on. He does need to go push all of the deer if you're doing this strat with the Gajaras. It will be deer, boar, and berries, and then you leave all of the sheep, or pigs in this case, to just fatten up over time and give you that extra food. This deer resetting straight away because Age of Empires is shit. That no doubt pissed Lumi off. Pushing the deer the wrong way there though, bud. Okay, there you go, yeah, he's realised. And what is the Britons player up to? Let's take a quick look. Does he have just the 5 on pigs? Well, he's just 5 on pigs. Yes, it is. Using that fast gather rate as well. Also has some out on the deer here. So spread out with his villas at the moment. Hasn't found these pigs yet. Maybe given up and thinks that he's been lamed. Even though he is not. Maybe that is the impression he's getting. Scout dives to the TC. Good reactions from Lumi. Does need to go out and get this last deer though before the boar and stuff runs out. Because all of his berries are already gone. The boar's gone, so we'll be living on deer for a minute. It's going to be kind of tight. I know he's not pushing the last deer in, so he's got enough to click up. That's enough for him. He's going to go to the wood. It's going to be 9 on wood in total, 10 on wood. 10 on wood normally leans towards an archer build, but he doesn't have anybody on gold yet, so we'll have to see what kind of opening we get from him. With 20 vil up from both players. Britons, again, you expect straight archers, so we'll go double range, maybe. I'll be 10 on wood for him too. Not finding those 2 extra piggies is probably a bit upsetting for him. But I'm sure we'll get there. Rax is going to be placed forward. With 3 vills to make sure we get it up in time. And I think we are probably going to see just straight archers from both of these players. But Lumi still hasn't got the gold, so it could just be a scout opening. Gajaras do get fully upgraded scouts. So scout opening would be pretty solid. But we need more villagers on farms right now if we want to look at scouts. Big boy wall stable comes down. Horse collar and double bit being tech. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be a scout build. And Lumi forever liking his walls, wants to make sure his gold is safe. Double range from the Britons as expected. But Lumi will spot that out as well with his scout, so he knows what's coming. And can use 3 scouts up immediately to deal with it. Farms are being dropped. And yeah, there's the blacksmith too, so no doubt we are going to see some aggression coming from either of these players soon enough. Scouts being masked up. Not enough gold for fletching yet from red. Just left it 3 on gold this entire time while he added all of his buildings in, and does leave a gap here as well. It's a regular scout and a camel scout coming forward, going to try harass some buildings, maybe look for a way in. As the first strike is swung. Archer spotted straight away. Lumi will back up a little bit, look for another way into the base. And try to harass somewhere else. And we'll be adding in a range, probably make skirmishes to defend. Britons, of course, don't get that extra range until Castle Age. That +1 range doesn't come through. Straight to archers and completely open, exactly. No pikes have been added in to defend, no spearmen. So red is asking to be raided here. It's a bold strategy, Carlton. Let's see if it works out for him. Weakville does get spotted, but it manages to live. Lumi, no one to risk running into that TC fire. Will back away with the few scouts he's got. Red attempted to quick wall, but Lumi hasn't spotted, so this wood line's going to be safe. Archers firing away. I'm going to try to stop the walls coming up from Lumi, and they will now focus on the palisade wall. And Lumi maybe going to wall up to the gold instead. The scams do start to be added in. Scouts again trying to get back in on this bloodline. Attacking the house is a bit better here. Not only can you get a better surround for damage, it also has less armor than a palisade wall. So you have 2 for the palisade and -1 for the house. The house also costs more to repair than a palisade wall does, because palisades are so cheap. Spearman's going to come through. Will Lumi notice it quick enough, or is he busy defending at home? He notices very quickly. Good reactions from Lumi on this one. 4 scams into 5, 6, 7, 8 now British archers with fletching to boot. So we'll have to see how they manage to pair off. Some raids on the gold coming through, but we're going to get a Vil pick. Maybe focus the archers or back away, but Lumi's getting pressured at home as well. This house will be stopped. The villagers killed. The archers walk through and make short work of the scams as well. The archer armor just coming in now after the scams die. That's so unfortunate for Lumi. An extra 10 seconds and that fight might have been a little different, a little better. Does lose the camel scout. Loses another scout. All of these are going to fall now to the town center. Good defense from red. 1 spear was enough. But on the other side, red harassing with these archers. Another Vil going to fall for Loom. More scams being added in to try and defend. We've got 13 Vil saturating this one wood line at the back. Unfortunately, they're going to be pushed away now too. How much more are you casting? I don't know. It depends what I can find to cast, to be honest, Gunnar. Depends what I can find to cast. Morville's just getting absolutely shredded by the Britain player. Look at that. Eco KD at the moment is 8 Vil kills for red. 9, 10. Oh, this is slaughter. This is slaughter. This will be getting me so tempted to call it GG. Lumi may be a little bit more stubborn than I am, though. Tell me what's on your mind, Gunnar. Discord me if you don't want to say it on stream. Look at that. Absolute madness. Another Vil just being left out in the open here. But red choosing to walk away from the scams. Try find an exit route, but can't do so. We'll instead find the gold on the mine. Gets hair picked off as well. And look at the Vilcan now. 14 villager lead for red because of this archer raid. Doing so much work. I'm going to take the hill back in. Smartly focusing the villagers again. Realizing I'm going to die to these scams. Get another villager pick. Yeah, I agree. I think Loom's in a very, very risky spot right now. And he will clear up the archers. Now we can feel a little bit more cozy. He has had the consistent food income from the mill, despite all the idle Vils. And it was only his wood Vils that were idle as well. So yeah, he lost a lot of villages, but they were all lumberjacks. He doesn't need to make any more military. He's got a good food count. He just needs some gold, and he can click up the castle, and then he's not in a bad spot. Red's only got 11 more archers to come forward and isn't close to castle anytime soon. So despite being massively ahead in bills, Lumi could turn this into like a 1TC castle all-in aggression. I think that's his only option. I done wars like this earlier today and I lost. Then I fought against wars like this earlier today and I won. So Dart, I'm inclined to agree with you. Okay, I have received the Discord message. So as you see, the archers tried to break in and Scams chased them out. We'll take a quick look at that. Okay, it's about the tournament that I'm in. Okay, the Scams are going to go forward. Issue with this is that they could get picked by some scouts pretty easily. If Red realizes that they're coming forward. But Castle Age is on the way for both players. 6 seconds separating them, so not too much in it. And of course, Red, being a Britain's player, is going to stick with the Archers. However, that does mean that Scams are a pretty solid answer until something else gets added in. Shravamsha Rider is probably going to be a good tech and Castle Age for Lumi here, as Bloodlines is being teched as well. So I think we will see Shravamshas to support the Scams, as the Britons are chased back further into Red's base. And idle time forced here as well. Scams might not do a lot of damage to villages, but they do idle them if they attack them. I would have fought with vills here, honestly, because the Scams do terrible against them. $43? Are you alright, Connor? He's got 16. I had 11 before that and lost them all, so he had 27 in total, I guess. Another Vill being picked off by Scam, so Lumi retaining some good damage here, forcing some idle time. And that's going to make him feel a little bit better about the raise that came in early. Bodkin's going to come in. He's got enough Scams that Bodkin is justifiable in my opinion. Never mind, fuck Red. Crossbow and Bodkin for Red, along with Bowsaw. Another TC on the Golden Wood. I like this TC spot from Red. Lumi, though, being raided on his main gold, didn't manage to re-wall that palisade out there. So this main gold is vulnerable. And he will be pushed over to the secondary. And Red might just leap right around to there instead. As the Scams are home to maybe try and defend, another archer armor is coming in. But all 16 of the crossbows are forward right now. And Red is going to be looking for another way to do damage. Shravamsha Mass could be an option, as we spoke about. But it will take a while to get a good enough mass to fight all of these crossbows. Going to be pushed off this woodline as another villager falls. 2, 3... No, he lives. No ballistics just yet. Twinkle Toes makes it out. The safe woodline Lumi's got, though, still has plenty of wood on it. Let's take a look. Yeah, we've still got 2,000 worth of wood on this woodline at the back, so he hasn't got to worry about those front woodlines too much just yet. This secondary gold, though, is next on the agenda to be harassed. Elite Scam is about to come in as well for Loom, though, so he'll be able to go out and have a decent fight, even with the extra range that the Britons get in Castle Age. Oh, 2, 3, and 4 vills. No, just the 3 fall. But so much eco KD damage. 26 villagers killed by Red at this point in the game. Meaning that him and Lumi would be exactly even if he hadn't killed a single one of Lumi's villagers. Which is absolutely crazy when you think about it. 2 Sharamsas and a camel. Okay. Scams are coming to help. So that makes a difference. That makes more sense. This villager's been accidentally selected. So he's going to be picked off. More crossbows forward from Red to harass the gold. A very smart use of his army, splitting them up to different areas. But the Scam's going to be able to push forward with Sharamsas at the front. Since Shramsh's only blocked the first 5 projectiles, so that means that the other 13 fully upgraded British rush bows are hitting them, and they have very low HP, so they do still get one shot. We Siege Workshop from blue to defend against the scams, as Lumi again comes over to try and defend his base and tell red to leave my fucking gold alone. But the eco difference is starting to look almost unattainable for Lumi at this point. 33 vills down, you're going to have to do a lot of work to get that eco back. Well, the problem is with games like this, if he can have some Sharamshis and he keeps his scare mass alive, one mangonel shot can flip a game like this. It happens a lot at this elo. I should know I play in it. Well, Kajaras don't get Knights, mate, so unfortunately they can't. What do you mean from Britons? Yeah. Yeah, instead of going for the Siege Workshop, I agree. Especially when you've seen Shramsh Riders on the field as well, which can tank a full mangonel shot. Uphill, good micro from Loom. The Sharamsha is going to try and take down this Mango, and all of these archers are dying. This is why I said this game could still come both ways. Good micro again from Lumi. He's going to split, and look at that, he picks off the Mangonel, and he does it as well. Loom now has the military number advantage, 18 to 14, with the counter unit as well. The siege is dead. Idleville here. She needs to get back to work, the lazy bitch. Scams cleared up the raids on the left as well. So Loom is actually the aggressor right now. Red finally finding those pigs. Maybe Luna will kill them, put them. Town Bell? Is Town Bell really necessary? Who only knows one unit comp, and that's archers. Yeah. If Loom wins just because Kajaras is OP, I don't think that's why. Another Mangonel coming out from red. Maybe gonna get a big bada boom on these scams. Lumi not paying attention. Oh my god, he lives again. These scams move so fast. Attack around? No. Okay, picks off 2. The rider's gonna come through and will make quick work though. These things have 8 damage. A quick work on the Mangonel. Repairs maybe? Yeah, repairs will be enough to chase the rider away. More coming forward, and Loom is in a terrible spot economy-wise, but military-wise still has the lead. And if this castle goes up, Red's going to feel a lot safer. I would have preferred the castle a bit more forward here. But sure, let's put it with the farms, I guess. That's what makes you feel safe. Forging now coming in for Loom as well. The rider's still able to tank up some of these shots, allowing the scams to get closer, close down the extra Britain range. Gotta watch for the Mango though. Loom is 1200. Yeah. 12xx. Same as me. But I never come against them on the ladder, so. And all of the scams are going to be cleared up. Castle to boot as well. And that is not what Lumi needed. He needed to keep those numbers alive. The military lead was pretty much all he had going for him. Second stable, so it looks like it's going to be full rider. Full Shivramsha. Where's Jim? Full Shivramsha rider. Holding the hill is good though. 3 Mangoes are going to be pushing forward. Another cheap Britain TC coming down. So TC new model trio for the Britons. On the gold as well. More scams coming forward for Lumi. This safe wood line is gone, so he's going to have to figure out where he wants to move to. Probably with a TC of his own. Scams are going to trade well downhill into the Britons. TC is up, and seeing all of this army, Lumi opts to back out. Good split again with the scams. His micro's been really good this game. Gem, help me! It's pronounced shawarma. No, it isn't. That is culturally insensitive. You take that back, Huggy. Very good clear up though. Red overextended without the mangonels, and Lumi was able to capitalize on that. He's gonna be able to dive. Longbows may be an answer, but they fire too slow for the Gem, come in here and say this. But the riders are able to tank 5 projectiles, and longbows have a pretty slow reload time, so I actually prefer crossbow here quite a bit. Shivamishka. No, it's Shivramsha. Shivramsha rider. Shivramsha. Skirmisher. Shrimp riders. It's the shrimp riders in the garages, lad. Isn't it? Isn't it, Joe? The shrimp riders from the garages. Yeah, JR was doing test streams, just trying to get things working, so don't worry too much about what he's doing right now. You're here with me, you're stuck here. You're going to stay here. TC's finally being added into volume. Screwing this woodline, screwing this gold. Going to try and add in some boom behind. Second armor coming in for the cavalry. And they're going to get some good raids in. And longbow is definitely not the answer, Red. I'm sorry, you need something different. Another castle will help as well, but these things are great at raiding. A bit of a split from Loom. You're going to try and get some more raids in. Maybe just back out of this one. Don't overcommit. Don't lose your mass. Go look at somewhere else in the base. You know there's castles here, buddy. Look, you know there's castles here. Let's walk away from the castles and see if he's open anywhere else. Last you checked, this was open. Let's go and have a look and see if we can get some more raids done. We know it's very open. He doesn't. But he knows that it has been open. I mean, that gap's been there since the start of the game. Another town bell. Scams are going to be picked off by the castle as the village try to expand into another wood line. But this does let Lumi know where the wood line is, and that means the riders can come over and get some more raids in on these villages. The village account, huge deficit. It's 46 difference, but that's not going to matter if Red keeps losing them and keeps losing his military as well. Like, Imp is on the way, but more villas are falling. Oh, he lost 13 vills to a feudal age raid. Feudal age archers. That's how. Yeah, fuck JR, exactly. He's like the Spanish, man. It's like the Spanish. Nah, it was like 15, Gunnar. Dart's making a joke about Gunnar not being able to count earlier on. JR equals Spanish confirmed. Exactly. This game could still swing in Lumi's favour if it gets good damage off. Britannia ruled the waves. Yes, we do. Look at us go. Fuck the Spanish, am I right? And just controlling the hill, and both players are going to boom. And this does play into Lumi's strengths. I know he's behind. The KD has equaled out. But, yeah, I know Lumi's behind in eco, but this plays into his strength of the boom game. This is what he's kind of known for, is getting into these good booming situations and then fighting in late castle early imp. And he's really good at it. So, he's going to feel a lot better the longer this game goes on. Especially, like, these sheep aren't giving him a lot, but they're still giving him constant food all the time. Another town bell from Red. I don't understand why Red's using town bell so much. Monk gets picked off though. More villas are going to die as the longbow mass is up to 33 and comes over to try and defend, but they're going to be enough to pick off the Shramsha riders. No ballistics for blue. For red. Red does have ballistics. The Shramshas were just able to dodge anyway. Outplayed, I guess. More rage from Loom. Just a handful of units getting so much damage. And that's why Loom has been able to stay in this game. He's used a less value units to get a almost equal amount of damage. And that's why he's been able to boom back into it a little bit. He's only 30 odd villas behind now. That's way better than it was. Of course, he is still down in Castle Age as well, but getting to Imp doesn't give him too much. Oh, Red's going to try wall him in here. Nah, he's out. That would have been really smart. I really like that idea. No, more villas on the run, but Lumi didn't even notice them, so... University Monastery. And we will see Loom clicking up to Imp very shortly. Loom will go Imp soon, as the saying goes. These riders back to harass again. There's enough longbows though, 43 of these things on the field to pick off the riders. And the question is, what does Lumi go for now that he's on his way up to Imp? Will it be elite riders? They are the best answer into longbows that we've got in our repertoire of tools. I hate this game as much as I love the previous one. I'm 92% sure Indiana is like a city they pretend is bigger than it is. Yeah. Yeah, there's places like that in the UK too. Trebs are here as well, so it's going to be long motion Trebs to push, and it's going to be very difficult to deal with that. I'll pop them off in the tournament team chat right now. And I can't respond, but it's okay. Shramshers can't deal with all of this, but there needs to be enough of them, and I don't think we have the eco to make them. They're pretty cheap, but because we haven't been able to get the cheaper food cost for our unique tech either from the castle, it means that Khajaras are going to struggle, especially with a small eco, to be able to get enough of these things together. As Red starts to push into the base once more. Oh, I think we've gone a little bit too early. There's not enough riders here. There's not enough. They're just going to be decimated in a choke as well. Oh, this is not ideal, Lumen. We've gone too soon. We've gone too soon, and I fear it's going to be Imp into GG. Oh. Yeah. GG to Lumi. Props to him for making this a more interesting game than it definitely should have been after those early raids from Red. The issue for me with Lumi is that he went for this boom. I think if he stuck to the 1TC and went and stayed like 1TC all in Castle Age, then I think he can take Red down. If he gets a couple of siege elephants to take the castles down and uses Shramshers to keep raiding, yeah, I think then he still has a chance. But trying to match the Imp, I think that was what cost him this game, honestly. The Feudal was tough, but he managed to do enough damage back to Red